Hello and welcome back to It's New. We just got the guys here this time. I'm not sure where Crystal is. She's probably at some event speaking. She's always somewhere speaking or at events. Any event, Greg, what are you talking about?
Is the long tail dead? A new survey from SparkToro shows a whopping amount of searches coming from just 148 keywords.
Cool. I'll be talking about a delayed Google Core update, some stuff around Search Console emails looking a little bit fresher, and then the web rendering service cache. Mordy, what do you got?
Bing says your wish is our site command as Google filters you down the funnel with all sorts of filters.
Yada, yada, yada.
All right, so Rand Fishkin over at SparkToro put out a big survey, and the data came from Datos. So just a note there. And there were one of the most surprising things I thought was that 15% of all Google searches came from 148 terms. A lot of these were like big brands, a couple I'm not really sure about, but things like YouTube, Gmail, Amazon, Facebook make up the majority of searches. Another one, Pornhub, and Google Docs as well. So those were some of the big brands that were making up 15% of it out of those 148 terms there. Another thing that I thought was really interesting was that 44% of all searches were branded. And I feel like that is a significant shift from the way that things used to be. You know, like you were not looking for fantasy football. It's like people are looking for Yahoo fantasy football and things like that.
Yeah, it seemed high to me too.
You also understand why too. Like back in 2008, you couldn't buy branded terms if you're running ads, and now it's like a huge market for them, right? 44% of that comes from branded. There's a lot of great insights into here. Take it for what you will. There might be some bias behind this, as we kind of know with some of these SparkToro items there. But there is also the fact that a lot of the searches, like 99.3% of all the searches done, were not transactional, which I thought was really high, because like that amount that wasn't transactional was really high. So I thought that was really interesting. And then a lot of people are saying too that like looking at this is more like demand capture. Right? Like when somebody's out there looking at all these high number of branded queries, again, 51% of them were informational queries, 33% navigational, 14.5 commercial, and then under 1% are transactional. To me, commercial and transactional kind of fall together in that, but I mean, whatever. So I just, to me, the biggest thing is just how branded and how big some of those major terms are. And I think some of it is due to just the way that Google's operated, right? People are used to, like we heard at the Creator Summit, like when somebody asked, why wouldn't we show a listing of the 10 best running shoes from an unbridled author? And the response, at least according to the Giant Freaking Robot, was, well, wouldn't like Nike be mad about that? And I think this is a good sign for other engines out there like ChatGPT search or Perplexity or other things like that. Like just anecdotally looking at that, I see a lot more like listicle old web stuff come through, a lot better responses for reviews. And I just really, really hope that we get some real competition. It's been like 20 years without real competition, and looking at this and the way that people are using Google, it's not the same way that people are using ChatGPT. It's just not. And if there's a way that we can take, get some other entity out there. It's just like from a creator standpoint, we just talked about it yesterday, you're surmising your YouTube videos. Additionally, you're taking content and they launched AI overviews without any single bit of citations on there. We have these page annotations come through where Google can then just put links on there. So I just am happy to see that this is different than what some of this new stuff is out there. And I hope we get competition from it. So that's one other takeaway that I had.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be great. And if you want to look at that data, again, SparkToro, really great stuff there from Rand. Definitely take a look at that. Moving on, Google core update is still not done. Over like a week and 2 days after it was supposed to be done. We're rolling into like 3 weeks and 2 days right now. It was supposed to be done within 2 weeks, and it was not. And we're still seeing some volatility, depending on who you ask. The Google or just the SEO forums are pretty chatty, saying I'm seeing significant changes over the past 24 hours. Glenn Gabe is not seeing those changes, which is interesting, but the tools are starting to spike up. We have SEMrush, Advanced Web Ranking, Similar Web, and other tools that are starting to spike this morning. And I'm sure some will start spiking a little bit later on today or tomorrow when those are updated. So keep that in mind. It's still not updated. It's still not completed yet, and hopefully it'll be done soon. But it is weird that this is taking so long. I really thought it would be done before Thanksgiving started. And then Google Search Console has refreshed and modernized their emails that they send out, which didn't look so amazingly updated to me, but I don't know. But if you do see a new email template from Google Search Console and it looks nicer, that's why. And then Google wrote a blog post on their Google blog about what was it called? It's called, I didn't even link to it here, which is dumb. The blog post is called Crawling December, the how and why of Googlebot crawling. And in there, which I had a screenshot to, but I didn't link to it for some reason. I don't know why. It must be a broken link somewhere there. Basically saying that the web rendering service caches everything for up to 30 days. And then I go through how Gary from Google basically is like, I was questioning if I should include the number 30 or not. And then Martin Split goes into more detail there. So if you are interested in this really techie, like SEO, Google search topics, definitely take a look at that. Was really, really interesting there. What do you got for us, Mordy?
Oh, well, Bing added a little interesting little feature underneath some of the results. So you mentioned you search for, I don't know, in the case here you showed on Search Engine Roundtable, you Googled, you binged AI chat. And then you have this, deepai.org result that has like your site links there. Then it has a little button, see results only from deepai.org. It's almost like a site command kind of operation, just with a button, which I think is great. Like most users don't know how to run a site command. There's a button there if you want to see. And I think that's actually useful. Like sometimes you just want to see all the results. Like imagine trying to, find like a sports story from Sports Illustrated. You want to see all of their coverage about that thing. So I think that's super useful. So good job.
And it happened right after Google removed the the site link search box, which is pretty interesting.
They're zigging to the zag.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like that. All right. Now, also, Google is running interactive steps in a test, it looks like. So for events, the case that Barry Schwartz we're showing here is events in Las Vegas. Then it has a little subheader. What type of events are you interested in? Shows, festival, concerts, sports, whatever. Do you pick on one of those? It's a bubble filter. It looks like a regular bubble filter, right? And then you can pick on. So you pick sports. And then it says, okay, what kind of sports? Baseball, football, golf, basketball. By the way, the baseball, getting a little ahead of yourself. The A's have not moved yet. I'm just saying. But it's like
the Sacramento A's
down. I'm sorry?
The Sacramento A's?
The Sacramento A's, yeah. The baseball's finest minor league team.
I had enough sports references in the past 24 hours. I used a urinal right next to Phil Simms last night at the
I saw that.
Plains airport.
Yeah.
I was going to take a selfie with him while we were at the urinal, but I thought that would be a little bit too much.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah, you
catch up midstream.
Yeah. Any event, thanks guys so much. We're back tomorrow with more It's New. See you there. Bye-bye.